What's up, everybody? And today we're reacting to next generation helicopters are coming. We've done a lot on aircraft and the Navy. So today I'm putting up a video of both helicopters and drones. I don't know which one will be up first, but you'll find out. I'm excited to see more about helicopters and more about helos. I was in more helicopters than I were in aircraft. I did quite a bit in helicopters and Chinooks and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what the future, the next generation is. As the US military news says, as always, there'll be a link down below to the original video in the description. Go and check it out if you don't want to hear me waffling on. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Because over 90% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. And that is blasphemy. I'm telling you right now. Other than that, let's shut up. Let's pull this up and let's have a cheeky peek.
Meet the Army's new helicopter, Future Attack Reconnaissance Aircraft.
Turning subbies on for people. Whoa.
Undeterred by decades of failure, the U.S. Army is again trying to acquire a new scout helicopter. The new rotorcraft is supposed to restore the dedicated aerial scout mission the Army gave up when in 2017 it retired its Bell OH-58D Kiowa Warrior helicopter. And here's a surprise.
See, I didn't know anything about any of this, if I'm honest with you.
The new Future Attack Reconnaissance Aircraft, FARA, also will replace half of the Apache fleet, particularly the older D variant.
Whoa, it's got to be good if it's got to replace an Apache. It's got to be very good.
The Future Attack Reconnaissance Aircraft is the Army's #1 aviation modernization priority.
Oh my God, they look cool.
To effectively penetrate and disintegrate adversaries' integrated air defense systems. It'll enable combatant commanders with greater tactical, operational, and strategic capabilities through significantly increased speed, range, endurance, survivability, and lethality.
These animations are amazing, aren't they? They're really cool.
Said Dr. Bruce D. Jetty, Assistant Secretary of the Army for Acquisition, Logistics, and Technology. The Army in 2018 announced a plan for a fly-off between FARA candidates. The branch wants the new copter to enter service no later than 2028. By
God, look at that.
military standards, that's not a very long time, especially considering the Army's proven inability to develop a new scout. For more than 20 years, the service tried and failed to replace the OH-58. In its first attempt to replace the OH-58D, the Army in the 1990s paid Boeing and Sikorsky to develop the RAH-66 Comanche, a very expensive stealth helicopter that in reality probably wouldn't have been very stealthy. The Army in 2004 finally...
That design is so cool. Let's be honest. Like the way that this back rotor is inside, like this, like, I don't know what you would call that. I think it's so iconic.
Canceled the Comanche. Next, the service commissioned Bell to develop the ARH-70, a non-stealthy scout that was similar in design to the OH-58D, but bigger and more sophisticated than the older copter was. Bell and Boeing squabbled over the program's delays and rising costs. The Army in 2008 canceled the ARH-72.
So it seems like they've been struggling for quite some time to get this one squared away. It seems like with aircraft, when it comes to planes, it seems like they can't get enough of the good stuff and they're constantly innovating. Whereas with this, it seems like they've been struggling quite a bit, which is very interesting.
U.S. Army officials called the FARA its knife fighter of future Army aviation capabilities.
Oh my God.
Providing maximum performance in a small package. According to the mandatory requirements, FARA has to use some prescribed government-furnished equipment, a specific 20mm gun, a particular missile launcher, and the GE 1901 improved turbine engine. To survive against Russian or Chinese advanced air defenses, FARA must also achieve a minimum speed of 180 knots and have a maximum rotor diameter of 40 feet, allowing it to sneak down city streets and hide behind small obstacles.
That is quite a lot of restrictions it's got on its build there, isn't it, if you think about it? Like, the checklist it's got to meet there is pretty drastic. Now, there's a reason that checklist is there. If I'm, with my speciality, which was boots on the ground, if I'm doing CQB and a chopper, and it's in like a major city, and the choppers can't get in because the rotor is too large, then that's obviously a massive issue. Because you do want them down there. You want them kind of scoping around, going places and staying in places, maneuvering places where jets can't get to. Do you get what I'm saying? So they're a vital bit of kit. So this is very interesting. Oh my God.
Initial candidate designs. In April 2019, the Army awarded candidate design contracts to 5 manufacturers: AVX and L3 Technologies, Bell, Boeing, Karam, and Sikorsky.
Interesting.
The AVX and L3 Technologies...
Did you say that last one was Sikorsky was Lockheed Martin, weren't it, the UFO people? I'm always going to refer to them as the people who have UFOs from here on out, guys. Guarantee it.
Design was unveiled at the summit of the Army Aviation Association of America in April 2019. The design, which AVX L3 called the compound coaxial helicopter, uses a side-by-side cockpit with main...
That looks sick. It's weird how it doesn't have that rear rotary in it.
Main compound coaxial rotors. Ducted fans at the tail provide both forward and reverse thrust. The CEO of Textron, Bell's parent company, stated that its FARA candidate design would be based on technology developed for the 525 rather than a further development of the V280 tilt rotor.
That's crazy, that thing.
In October 2019, Bell announced the 360 Invictus as its...
That looks kind of small, doesn't it? Which is probably good, to be fair, as long as it can carry the payload, right?
FARA candidate design, a winged helicopter with a single rotor and ducted tail rotor. As of October 2019, Boeing had not released details on its FARA candidate aircraft to the public. A Boeing executive declined to state if the recently unveiled compound Apache would form the basis for the company's FARA candidate design.
Whoa.
On February 13th, 2020, Boeing released a teaser video and images of its FARA design.
The teaser like it's some sort of Apple product. It's crazy how they do this, isn't it?
It offers stealth features.
Oh my God, look at that.
More details of the Boeing FARA design were revealed on March 3rd, 2020. It's a 3-rotor compound helicopter with tandem seating.
3-rotor?
Karam Aircraft announced in July 2019 it had partnered with Northrop Grumman and Raytheon to design its FARA candidate aircraft.
Weird.
On October 16th, 2019, Karam unveiled its AR-40 design, a compound helicopter with a...
It's like a submarine with friggin' rotaries on it, doesn't it? So weird.
Rigid main rotor, a swiveling tail rotor pusher propeller, and a pivoting wing. Sikorsky stated that its FARA candidate design would incorporate the compound coaxial rotors and pusher propeller design used on its Sikorsky X-2 and S-97 Raider. The S-97 had initially been developed for the Armed Aerial Scout program. In April 2019...
That looks sick like that, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
Sikorsky unveiled the Sikorsky Raider X, a scaled-up version of the S-97 Raider designed to accommodate the General Electric T901-900 turboshaft engine, which won the Improved Turbine Engine Program competition. The U.S. Army selected Raider X and Bell's Invictus 360 out of 5 candidates to build FARA prototypes and fly them beginning in November 2020.
The Bell one looks the best in my... I mean, it looks... I'm going off looks, and I'm obviously I wasn't in the Air Force. I was in the Royal Marines, so I can go off what I want as practicality from if I was on the ground. But at the same time, like, I'm no expert on this stuff, am I?
2022.
Whoa, look at that.
360.
Whoa.
The Bell 360 Invictus.
Oh my God, look how thin it is. That's weird, isn't it?
Uses a simple design with proven technologies to reduce risk and cost, like its main rotor, which is a scaled-down version of the articulated 5-blade rotor designed for the Bell 525 Relentless, a super medium-lift twin-engine commercial helicopter for the offshore market.
Interesting.
One aspect that hit the headlines as soon as the Invictus was unveiled is its streamlined design, much comparable to the RAH-66 Comanche.
So streamlined.
The Invictus, now shown in a series of just-released sleek-looking photographs, is designed with a smooth, stealthy, rounded fuselage, single rotor, black tail rotor, and internal weapons bay that are intended to reduce radar signature, increase speed and agility.
That looks incredible. That's got to be the best design, right?
Introduce new sensing and targeting systems, and fire a new generation of long-range, precise air attack weapons. What appear to be representations of either AGM-114 Hellfire missiles or AGM-179 joint air-to-ground missiles, as well as common launch tubes, appear to be loaded onto the racks themselves.
That's so cool.
Common launch tubes, as the name implies, can be loaded with various munitions, as well as air-launched drones.
Whoa.
When it comes to the
It can send out drones. What? We're in Halo. We're officially in Halo. We're gonna start getting friggin' Spartans soon, aren't we?
The Army envisions whatever helicopter it chooses as being able to employ various types of unmanned systems, also referred to as air-launched effects, ALE, from these tubes. Once launched, the ALEs will be able to operate in swarms to perform stand-in electronic attack, loitering strike, surveillance, and other tasks.
Oh my god. It's crazy, innit?
The Raider X. The Raider X is based on the company's S-97 radar aircraft X-2 compound coaxial technology, providing increased speed, combat radius, and payload, and enabling a broader range of aircraft configurations for specific mission requirements.
That speed's pretty impressive. That speed is pretty. It's not shown. I would like it if I had like a comparison of the two in like a graph. Do you know what I mean?
Sikorsky has just revealed new photos of its Raider X prototype helicopter equipped with Hellfire missiles and a 20mm main gun. The photographs published show the fuselage at a West Palm hangar called Farah Country. Under the aircraft's chin lies the 3-barreled main cannon. The helicopter's modular effects launchers can also be folded to save drag.
So
Sikorsky
cool.
President Paul Lemos said our transformational Raider X will deliver broad benefits to the Army, including the lowest schedule risk and greatest technical maturity of the FARA competitors.
The fact that the US government's like, we're going to make them compete for this contract is crazy good for an idea, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's just going to bring out the best of both of them.
With X2 technology, Raider X has the ability to grow, unlike a single main rotor configuration. We're looking to the future, and we're committed to helping the Army deter threats and defend freedoms well into the 21st century. The aircraft's modular open system, avionics, and mission systems offer plug-and-play options for computing, sensors, survivability, and weapons. Sikorsky Business Development Director Jay Macklin added, the FARA mission requires operational flexibility, and Raider X provides that operational flexibility the Army needs, including speed where it matters. A large multifunctional weapons
Oh my god, look at that.
Unprecedented
Terrifying if you saw that coming towards you, wouldn't it? Oh my days.
acceleration and deceleration capability. Raider X is the most agile, lethal, and survivable aircraft designed for vertical lift dominance against evolving threats of the future.
That's pretty cool. It's weird seeing the rear rotor like that, though, isn't it? That's a very strange... I wonder how much training pilots have to go into something like this that's a bit different. That's really weird. Great video. Great video again by US Military News. We've watched a few of their videos now and they're really good. Really enjoyed that. I don't know whether it's coming before or after it, but there will be a video today about drones as well. I'm trying to like learn more about the future of the Air Force because I feel like that's primarily where warfare's going, if I'm honest with you, when it comes to drones and missiles and stuff like that. Less about boots on the ground, even though that's my speciality with my green beret over here. I think that's the truth. There'll be a link down below to the original video. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already, because over 90% of you are not subscribed, and I would really appreciate that. Other than that, that's it. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.